focusing on Chapter 3, which is compound interest. So, compound interest is the interest calculated on the initial principal amount and also on the accumulated interest I from previous periods. So, compound interest formulas, there's going to be three formulas we're using in this chapter. The first one is S to find the future value, the second one is to find the interest rate, and the last one is to find the interest question amount. 1, Anisa deposits 25,000 at 7% for 8 years for each respective compounding interest rate annually, semi-annually, quarterly, and monthly. Determine the compound amount and the compound interest. Show your calculations in table form. In the table include the following, which are the frequency of the compounding, the rate per period, the number of conversion periods, the compound amount, and the interest question. We're able to find out that 25,000 is our principal amount, 7% is our interest rate, and 8 years is our. We can see there's a column for annually, semi-annually, quarterly, and monthly. So the first one, which is K, the frequency is based on 1 year period. So for annually, it's 1, semi-annually is 2 times, quarterly is 4, monthly is 12. So the second one, which is the rate per period I, can be found by dividing the interest rate with the frequency of compounding. The third one, which is the number of conversion periods N, can be found by multiplying the frequency of compounding with the term, which is 8 years for all of them. The fourth one, which is the compound amount or the future value, can be found by substituting all of the values into the formula and we can find the future value. And the last one, which is the interest amount, can be found by subtracting the future value with the principal amount. So for B, based on the answer obtained in A, make a precise conclusion on the interest amount. So looking back at the table, we can see that the higher the frequency, which is K, the higher the compounding interest.
Next question is on 11 May 2020, Jimmy deposited another RM 3,000 in a saving account that pay interest of 5% compounded quarterly. He intended to keep the account untouched for 5 years. However, after 2 years, he had to withdraw 30% from the account. Next question is on 11 May 2020. First question is, what is saving amount left in Jimmy's account at the end of 5th year? P is RM 3,500. K is 5% compounded quarterly. So S equal to 3,500 bracket 1 plus 0.05 over 4 bracket the power of 2 times 4. So S1 is RM 3,865.70 cents. For P2, P2 equals to RM 3,865.70 cents times 70%. So the total is RM 2,705.99 cents. The final S is RM 2,705.99 cents bracket 1 plus 0.05 over 4 bracket the power 3 times 4. So the total for S is RM 3,140.99 cents. For the second question, at the end of 5th year, Jimmy will deposit another 5,000 in the same saving account. So, what's the total amount in his saving account on 11 May 2029? So, P, RM 3,140.99 cents plus 5,000. The total of P will be RM 8,140.99 cents. So, the total on 11 May 2029 will be RM 8,140.99 cents bracket 1 plus 0.05 over 4 bracket the power 4 times 4. So the total is RM 9,931.11.
So next we go for question 3. RM 6,000 was invested for 6 years. The bank offered 4.5% compounded monthly for the first 4 years and K% compounded every 4 months for the rest of the period. If the amount in the account at the end of 6 years was 7,929 ringgit 57 cent, find the nominal interest rate K% compounded every 4 months. So for question A, P equals to RM 6,000, I equals to 0.045 divided by 12, N equals to 4 times 12, so we can put it into the formula. S equals to P bracket 1 plus I bracket to the power of N. So P equals to 6,000 bracket 1 plus 0.045 divided by 12 bracket to the power of N. So we can get the P mu equals to RM 7,180.99 cent. So S equals to 7,929 ringgit 57 cent. That is the amount after 6 years. So P new is 7,180 ringgit 89 cent. So to find the K, the formula is I equals to K over M. So M equals to 3. So K over 3. So N is 2 times 3 equals to 6. So we can put it into the formula as shown in the gray color below. So we can get the K equals to 0.0167 times 3. So K equals to 0.49 times 100%. So we can get the answer for K equals to 5%. So for question B, based on 3A, after T years, the investment worth 13,090 ringgit 89 sen. Determine the value of T from the first savings. So we know that as it is 13,019.89 equals to 6,000 bracket 1 plus 0.05 over 3 bracket to the power of n. To find the n, we have to use the log formula. So we can get the answer for n in months, it is 47 months. To find the t, n equals to mt. So we know that n is 47 equals to m is 3. So to find the t, 47 over 3. So we can get the answer for t equals to 15.67 years.
So chapter 4 is annuity. Annuity is a series of periodic payment or deposit usually made in equal fixed amount at equal fixed interval of time. The examples are periodic saving by monthly salary deduction, rental payments, housing installment plan, etc. So this is a formula that we can use in this
So
chapter.
now I'm going to answer the question that relate to chapter 4. First question A. Mr. Ghazali plans to take a personal loan with the amount of 100,000 ringgit from the bank. He has two options, Bank ABM and Bank ECM. Both banks have the criteria that fulfill his need. The detail of the financing is presented in below. For Bank ABM, the interest rate charged for 4% compounded monthly, and the financing term is 7 years. The frequency of the payment is monthly. And, and for Bank ECM, interest rate charged is 4.5% compounded monthly. The financing term given is 9 years, and the frequency of the payment is also monthly, same as the Bank ABM. First Roman question, find the monthly payment of the loan for each bank. So the monthly payment is R. What is formula of R? R equals to A times I. Why we use A? It is because Mr. Ghazali doing a loan. So we know that A equals to initial amount or loan. So R equals to A times I over 1 minus 1 plus I powered by negative n. Alright, before we solve the question, we need to write down all the information we have. So A for both banks are same, which is 100,000. And I we know that it is interest rate over 12 for. So for ABM Bank, the I is 0.04 over 12. And for ECM Bank, the I is 0.045 over 12. And N we know that it is a term of times frequency. And N for ABM Bank is 7 times 12. And we get the N is 84. And for ECM Bank, the N is 9 times 12. And we get the N for ECM Bank is 108. After that, we put all the information into the formula, and we will get the interest charge for ABM Bank is 1,366 ringgit and 88 cents, and for ECM Bank is 1,127 ringgit and 76 cents. Next question, Roman 2. Find the amount of interest charged by each bank. So for this question, we use the formula I equals to R times N minus A. Since we already get the R from the previous question, we can just insert the R into the formula. And we will get the interest charge for ABM Bank is 14,817 ringgit and 92 cents. And the interest charge for ECM Bank is 21,798 ringgit and 8 cents. For three Roman questions, state the advantages or disadvantages of choosing Bank ABM. So the advantage is the interest charge is lower than ECM Bank, which is 4% of interest rate. And disadvantage, the term is shorter than ECM Bank, which is 7 years. And the for Roman, state the advantages or disadvantages of choosing Bank ECM. Advantage is the term is longer than ABM Bank, which is 9 years. And disadvantage, the interest charge is higher than ABM Bank, which is 4.5% of interest rate. Since we are running out of time, I can't read all the text, but I will explain how to do it. So for this question, is looking the term that how long Mr. Ghazali need to invest 1,000 every 2 months if he want to reach his objective, which is 50,000. And for this question, I'm using the S formula from the chapter 4 annuity. And the information I got from the text is S equals to 50,000, R equals to 1,000, I equals to 0.048 over 6, and N is 6 times D. After that, we can insert the information into the formula. So 50,000 equals to 1,000 open bracket 1 plus 0.048 divided 6 powered by N minus 1 over 0.048 divided 6 close bracket. And after that, we can move the 1,000 to the left and we get the 50,000 divided 1,000. And then we move the 0.048 divided 6 from the below to the left and the minus 1 to the left. And we get the 50 times 0.048 divided 6 plus 1. And then we will get a 1.4 equals to 1 plus 0.048 divided 6 power by n. From this, we can use log to find the n. So log 1.4 equals to log 1 plus 0.048 divided 6 power by n. And we move the n from the power to in front. So we get the log 1.4 equals to n log 1 plus 0.048 divided 6. And now we want to find the n, we need to let the n alone. So we move the log and then we can get the n equals to log 1.4 over log 1 plus 0.048 divided 6. And we also know that the n is equal to 6 times t, and we change the n to 6 times t. And then from this, we can move the 6 to the right so we can get the t alone, because this question we need to find the term t. So we will get the t equals to log 1.4 over log 1 plus 0.048 divided 6, and we will then divide by 6. So from this, we can get the terms, which is the t equals to 7 years. And that's how we get the answer.